Good morning, students. Today I want to talk to you about your assignment that we're going to have covering the entire semester, and it is going to be your journaling assignment via blog. And I'm going to explain the assignment in this PowerPoint presentation that I have uploaded on my blog, so you can see how to use a blog in order to share your experiences with instructors and other students if you choose. So let's get started. So the reason that we are journaling on a blog is because students can detail personal experience and connect them to classroom concepts. Clinical incident analysis is a specific technique in reflection that asks the student to describe and analyze a particularly meaningful incident they have experienced or observed in the clinical setting. So I know you all are going to be faced with many different clinical settings and different experiences, and it's so great that we can be able to share those, comment, and discuss with your instructors and with other students if you choose, so that you can apply what we're doing in the classroom and in the lab to your clinical setting and see how that all works together. So what is a blog? Well, I've got the definition of a blog, and it is a regularly updated website or web page, typically one run by an individual or small group that is written in an informal or conversational way. So over the picture to the right, I've shown you where your blog can actually be seen by your instructors, and that's the people in the orange, and then also by your students, so that we can have conversations between you and the instructors that are teaching you the concepts and the skills and how you're using those in clinical. And then also your students can see how you've reflected on your day. There might be students that actually went through the experience with you, and they can see your feelings. And also students that are at other clinical sites that might not have gotten the privilege to go through something with you, but they can go through it with your feelings. So that is what a blog is. Advantages to blogging. So journaling on a blog is helpful because it isn't just a piece of paper that you turn in and it's only seen by one instructor, that you can actually use it to reach a group of people. So it's going to promote learning. It's going to help you transfer facts and concepts from your lecture and your hands-on skills lab to the actual clinical floor. It links the reality to practice. So we've practiced things in the lab. We've practiced putting catheters in. We'll practice starting IVs. We'll practice chest tube care. But this actually links what we've practiced to the reality that you actually see them in and the context that they're in. It helps you become a lifelong learner. As you begin to blog, you'll start to look up other people's blogs. I've included the link to my blog on our PowerPoint, so you can see that. But it also helps you just to become a lifelong learner, to see that people aren't done learning as soon as you get your RN and you start practicing. It's going to stimulate your thinking. And it's also a student-centered learning. So the learning is centered completely around you and your subjective feelings about how you thought it went. It's going to help provide a feedback loop. So as I read it, or as your lecture teacher reads it, or your clinical instructor, we can comment and help you kind of think of different ways to think about it, or maybe refer you to pages in your book in order for you to see what happened in practice and is the reality that you saw on the floor. And it also includes and helps all levels of nursing be able to learn from you. So as a beginning nurse, you will be able to share your experiences maybe with people that are in nursing school. And you'll also be able to help more experienced and seasoned nurses see the experience through fresh eyes. And that also helps me as a teacher be able to see the excitement and the passion that you have as a brand new nurse. So some free blog platforms that I have included here, and these are the links. You can click on the links and go to the blogger.com, weebly.com, wix.com, and tumblr.com. I've included wordpress.com for a small fee of about $4 a month. If this is something that you're going to choose to continue on, it might be worth the investment to be able to have that platform as a student to share your experiences. Down in the bottom, I've included myblogspot.com, where I am chronicling my experience through my doctorate program as an instructor and as just a human being, as a parent, how I'm struggling through this school and how I'm learning so much and how it's helping me to become a better teacher for you. So here's your assignment. You're going to create a blog using one of the suggested platforms or one of your own choice if you have something that you'd rather use. Invite your lab, lecture, and clinical instructor to your blog. So what you need to do is you need to email them a link to your blog via their school email. and that is posted in your syllabus. You need to write a blog after every clinical day at least. You can write as many as you want, but what I want to see is your experience from that clinical day, and that will be due the Sunday after your clinical by 5 p.m. Eastern time. So if you have clinical on Tuesday, you have until Sunday to write it. If you have clinical Wednesday and Thursday, you have a little bit shorter time, but everyone gets until that Sunday after their clinical experience to post a blog for me. And then here is what I want. So with your blog, I want you to be creative as you want to be. You can include pictures, you can include quotes, but we have to make sure that we include our HIPAA in our post. So we don't need to have any type of information that would identify the hospital that you are at, the state that you're in, the patient that you took care of. It's really going to be your feelings about the experience that you had. So you need to make sure that you regard HIPAA at all times with your posting. Make sure you use proper grammar and spelling before you publish your blog. So it'd be good to kind of read over that and do a little spell check and a grammar check before you post it out for us to see. So how will you be graded? So you'll be given a total of 5 points for each entry, and you have 15 weeks of clinical. So for each clinical, you'll be given 5 points. For each blog, you'll be given 5 points with a total of 75 points. So with those 5 points, you get 2 for making the entry, 2 points for grammar and spelling, and then 1 point for creativity. So this is your assignment. I hope that you will enjoy this experience. I can't wait to read your blogs. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me or call me on my office. The information to contact me is in your syllabus. And happy blogging.